In this video, we're going to be comparing the Rockwell 6S in stainless versus the Rockwell 6C, which is an alloy type metal, and we'll be using the TOBS Avocado shaving cream. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and we have a good one for you today. So, the cream for today would be Taylor of Old Bond Street Avocado, and it comes at a good price. It is $17.33 for 5.3 ounces, or $3.26 on our cost chart right there, which is a good price. We'll put the ingredients for you right there. And the scent on this, clean, fresh. Just think clean, fresh scent, I would call it. Maybe a smidgen under medium, almost medium in scent strength. Really good quality cream. I know some people don't like using TOBS because they say it dries out their face. It does not do that for me. It lathers easily. And if you're someone who's struggling with lather, you should be able to make a lather with TOBS very easy. And most of their scents are quite good, I would say. So, as we also mentioned at the beginning of the video, today we're going to be using the Rockwell 6S, and this is in blue, versus the 6C. Now, to give you some differences, obviously cost. These are around $130, but a lot of times you can get a discount of close to 30%. So they come to you. The colored versions are around $130. The regular stainless is about $100. And again, these are adjustable because they come with 3 plates: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Today, we're going to be using the 6. And you'll see an R there on one side and then the number on the other right here, which is 6. And so the plate that is showing down, number 6, is what we're going to use. Same thing with the Rockwell 6C. This one, 316 stainless steel, made in the US. This one is alloy type metal, made in China. So there are your differences. And again, we're going to be using this one on 6. Look about the same in terms of the size and everything like that. One gunmetal coating, and this one is in blue. And I was enabled when I asked not to be enabled by Marion, the Barbarian, and Jeremy at the Traveling Shaver. We'll talk about them in just a moment. But anyway, when you order the 6S, it comes in a box like this. It's got some foam packaging, and there are your plates and blades. Now, I am using a brand new Rockwell blade in each of these razors today because I like to use the blade that comes with the razors, at least for the first few uses. And this is brand new, so we'll give that a go. Brand new Rockwell blade. The blades, I wrote it down. The blades are made in China. They are $15 per 100. A little on the pricey side, especially since they're made in China, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes today. Okay, let's get to misting. We do have a little extra growth, about a day and a half, because I was traveling. I am home now for a few days, and then I'll be on the road again. Trying to enjoy the Christmas season. Had a really nice time with my mom, my dad, of course, my wife, and my sister, nieces, and nephews. So the first, or actually that was my second Christmas stop of the year, was very, very nice. Wolf Whiskers today is the brush with the TSE handle, which stands for Traditional Shaving Evangelist, which my old channel used to be called. And again, if you haven't seen those old videos, go check them out. They're on ilather.com. And I'll link all that stuff below. And the products that I'm using today, I will link below as well. So we won't fool around with the lathering all day because we don't want to have a crazy long video. But we do talk and try to give you information here. So, you know, the videos will usually go around 20 minutes-ish. I do like to tell you about what I'm using and give you that information. Okay, so on the right side of our face, we'll use the Rockwell 6C. Again, this comes to you for around $50, and it is on the number 6 plate, which is its most efficient plate, according to Rockwell. And again, 1 being the lowest and 6 being the most efficient. And you simply flip the plates up. So the plate in this particular razor is 5 and 6, which is pretty much where I keep it most of the time. I rarely go below that, but you may prefer 1 or 2 or any of the plates. And so the advantage of using a razor like this is you can sort of tailor the efficiency or aggression to what you want on any given day. So perhaps you have a lot of growth or a little extra growth like me today. Maybe you want to use, 4, 5, or 6, or if you want a very mild shave, maybe you'll go a little bit lower. So that felt quite good. The obvious difference in just feeling them is the weight, although it's not as significant as you would think. They feel similar to me. I actually should probably weigh them, but in my head, the stainless steel is a little bit heavier, but I don't think dramatically so. Obviously, I love the looks of this razor. The blue is sort of, my colors are blue, black, and gray. Those are the colors that I really like. Very nice. So about the enabling. So I reached out to Marion, the Barbarian, and Jeremy, the Traveling Shaver, and I said, look, do reverse enabling on me. Why should I not get the Rockwell 6S? Because I've been thinking about getting one for a long time. Sort of had some Christmas gift funds to spend. I was thinking about sort of upgrading to an all stainless steel, you know, which is the 6S model. And Jeremy sort of tried to give me some reasons not to buy, but quite frankly, they were not very good, very good reasons. And then Marion flat out enabled. And so as a result, I was enabled by both Jeremy and Marion, although I asked them not to enable me. And this is what we do in this hobby, where we enjoy it so much, is just enable one another. How did that shave come out on the first pass? To me, it felt very similar. Honestly, I could not feel much of a difference, and even in weight, it wasn't dramatic. Maybe I'll put these on the scale afterwards, and maybe I'll annotate right there the difference in weight. I don't think it's a ton, or at least didn't feel like it. All right, what a nice, clean, fresh scent this is. Honestly, I never knew if I would like TOBS Avocado, because I was like, I don't know if I like the smell of avocado or want it in shave soap, but it's just clean and fresh, and that's the best way I can describe it. And it's plenty slick enough, makes the lather easily. And again, we won't spend all day trying to fool around with that lather, because it's just not necessary. If you enjoy, you know, lathering for a long time, there is absolutely no issue with that. Do what's enjoyable for you, but you don't really need to make a voluminous show lather to get a good shave, as I've said so many times. So let's roll on with pass 2 here. Pass 1 was very nice. The Rockwell razor, I certainly recommend it. Whether you're getting the 6C or 6S, I think you'll probably be able to find a plate that works well for you. And overall, it's just a very nice razor. I've had this 6C, I don't know how long. Maybe I got it towards the beginning of the year or so. And I have been very happy with it. It did sustain some small scratches on the top, and I don't know how, because I'm very careful with my gear. So the gunmetal finish may not be the greatest on this razor, but in terms of the shave, it's terrific. The question will be, if you're wanting a lifetime razor or one that will last several lifetimes, this one will probably last longer than this, because that alloy metal versus all stainless. But in terms of the shave, I must say, I think they come out, they feel similar to me. Some people say that they get drag. In other words, a little resistance when making your passes like that with these coatings that are on the regular stainless razor. I don't experience any drag at all. I cannot tell any difference. You know, if the soap is slick, it's going to glide. Your finger will glide over it very easily. So this piece of steel should glide quite easily as well. So I don't notice a lot of drag with these coatings. The question will be, will this blue coating be durable? And that, of course, remains to be seen. That will be annoying if the coating starts to remove after a short period of time, but time will tell. Again, the stainless version, made in the US. The 6C, the alloy, made in China. So if that matters to you, that's something for you to consider. Pay twice as much, you get stainless steel, and it's made in the US. So it's really up to you. I can tell you right now, in terms of the shave, I'm not discerning a lot of difference. Even with this gunmetal coating, which in theory should be maybe more slick, they feel exactly the same to me. They feel equally as efficient. You might be able to tell more about that than I. but both are doing an excellent job. And both are very enjoyable to use. Do I have any buyer's remorse buying the stainless blue? No. The only buyer's remorse I'll have is if that coating starts to break down. And again, that remains to be seen. So we'll see. If it holds up, I'm going to be very happy with it. I'm happy with the Rockwell as a shaver. I can recommend it absolutely without question. It is a good shaver. The Rockwell 6S or 6C. The Model T is also good, but honestly, I prefer something like the Merkur Progress or Future to the Model T. Personally, that's just my own feelings about it. All right. So we're having no problems whatsoever with the TOBS, which is for good reason, because this is a legendary European soap. It's fantastic. It's slick. It's not crazy expensive. It's a good bargain for your money. And it lathers easily and well. And I have some of these TOBS creams where they've lost some of their moisture. And they still lather well. So I know it says sometimes if you look at the documentation, used within a year, they'll last far longer than that. I have some that are several years old, and they certainly have lost some of their moisture, but they still lather up quite well. So don't worry too much about that. I think they are a good soap for your money. I know some people don't like them. So Sharp David doesn't like them because I think he says they dry out his face, but I don't find that to be the case. And they really, honestly, TOBS is very underrated when it comes to scents. They have some fantastic scents that really are often ignored. Their soaps in general, since artisanal soaps became a thing, people tend to sleep on TOBS. And honestly, especially if you're new to this hobby, I think you would be doing yourself a favor if you got yourself a couple of tubs of TOBS in the scent that you prefer, and just, practice lathering with it, because it will come a little easier than some of the artisanal offerings. You don't have to worry about dialing it in and, all the shave geekery. It'll just lather. If you can't lather TOBS, it's got to be something you're doing, because the creams are generally easier to lather anyway, I find. But I think TOBS in particular, and honestly, all the European creams, or at least the ones that are made there, like True Fit and Hill, TOBS, Trumper, all are pretty easy to lather and work with. So keep that in mind. Now, I did not like the DR Harris creams because they actually burned my face a little bit. Not just gave a stinging sensation, but I do like the DR Harris cream. That's another a legendary European soap or cream that works well. In addition to TOBS, True Fit Hill. You don't see a lot of these European creams and stuff, at least on YouTube. And honestly, I think they're fantastic. But the artisanal thing has taken off to such a degree that people just ignore these. And honestly, you can get great shaves out of these, and they're pretty affordable. So I would say don't ignore them. So that was an outstanding shave. Let me rinse. We'll come back, we'll feel and see if there's any difference. But I can tell you right now, that feels very, very good. It felt excellent on both sides. I don't think there's going to be any difference at all. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back with the Magic Made by Witches. This is Thayer's Cucumber. And that was a really fantastic shave. No problems whatsoever. We did use the PAA Allen block with dry dock. There was almost no stinging. It was very, very smooth. As to the Rockwell blades, I would say they're just a middle of the road blade. They feel okay. I wouldn't say they're great. I wouldn't say they're bad. But at $15 per 100, that's twice as expensive as, say, Astra SP. I probably wouldn't buy them, especially since they're made in China at that price. But the razors, honestly, it's a win either way you go. And make sure you're looking out for the coupons, especially if you're going to get one of these colored ones. They have like black or red, blue, I'm not sure what all. Look for that coupon and you can get this close to 100, all stainless, made in the US. This one, 6C, made in China, it comes in the gunmetal finish or a regular silvery type color. The shave came out absolutely even, so it's just a matter of budget or longevity. This will probably hold up the razor itself. Longer in this one, but both are winners in my view, and I have no problem recommending both of them, so it's a winner either way. The TOBS Avocado is also a winner. Again, if you haven't tried TOBS and you've been doing this for a while, you need to try some TOBS. It's good stuff. We'll finish off today with TOBS Victorian Lime. Reminding you, I also used today the Wolf Whiskers TSE and our trusty Captain's Choice bowl. Never fails me. That is indeed my favorite bowl. Okay, let's get a little lime. This is Victorian. For pretty expensive now. When I bought it, I don't recall paying that much, but it's pretty pricey now. And let's get this on, and we'll get off to a wonderful day. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a terrific day as well. Hope you have excellent shaves. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.